Hello folks, Gembocobo here, also known as Aevanhouve, from the Avrora server of Azur Lane, once again back with a new video. Well, I wasn't able to upload new stuff for the most part because I was playing the game. The event was keeping me busy, so I opted to not upload anything until I get all the event ships that debuted with the Dreamwaker's Butterfly event. As of today, just a few minutes ago, I was able to get the last ship on the checklist, which was Suzutsuki, who showed up late. I don't know why, just my luck, I guess. But for the most part, this event was alright. It wasn't too difficult, wasn't too stressful. Although I was concerned because this was the first time we're getting a ultra rare ship out of the build pool. So just to present, I just got her a few minutes ago. This here is Suzutsuki. And we're gonna click on her favorite and add her to our favorites, which mainly is everyone. She does have a skin, but I don't intend to buy that because I want to play this free to play. Although I'm considering maybe for the coming New Year's event if there is a reset for the multiplier. But for now, we're just gonna stick with trying our best with sticking with F2P. Now to present her, Suzutsuki right here has a few cool skills. Suzutsuki breaking through. We're looking at her archive view or just how it looks for level 10. So increases the ship's firepower and anti-air by 5% for each Sakura Empire ship in the same fleet as this ship. When an enemy aircraft is shot down within your fleet's anti-air gun range, adds one stack of this buff, and this buff can stack up to 6 times. So that's 30%. 30%. Okay. So correct me if I'm doing the math right here. So this 5% buff at level 10 is for each Sakura Empire. So if you have a full Sakura fleet operating, let's say maybe World 13, if you're so a full Sakura fleet would yield 30% plus if you shoot down enemy aircraft, then you can add that for another 30 times 30. Okay. Or 30 times 6. So that's around 150%. I'm not good with math, but in case that's wrong or right, feel free to comment below and correct me. That would also be nice because I don't get comments too much. Not so many people view my videos, but I'm still gonna make them, just for the heck of it. There's also Suzutsuki causing confusion, a defensive skill, or just judging from the blue color of it. 3 seconds after battle starts, and every 15 seconds after that, fire a special barrage that has a 30% chance to deploy a smoke screen. For 5 seconds, this increases the evasion rate by 40% for all your ships within the smoke screen. The barrage damage is based on the skills level, and the first smoke screen is guaranteed to deploy. Once per battle, when this ship's HP falls below 20%, okay, so it's kind of like a zombie fleet skill with added benefits. So basically, yeah, okay, that's cool. And then she has her all-out assault barrage, which activates every 16 times, but this improves once we have her fully limit broken. Okay. Now, based on her limit break or the preview of her barrage, you can see that her barrage is Quite alright, I guess. It looks weird, personally speaking. I mean, the devs definitely have something in mind, but it looks good. Might be suitable for close in contact, I mean, face to face barrage firing. I'd imagine if you were fighting a highly mobile boss, or if you're just dealing with suicide boats, this would be a great barrage that would deal with them. Okay, that's enough of Suzuki. Now we're gonna check out other event ships just to present our progress for this event. So we also have Key right here, another one of the SRs being offered, and same with Suzuki. We're gonna add her to our favorites. I think I got her mostly from the event shop. There's no shame in that. I was trying to spam the last event map, hoping to get her, but it's also okay just to get her from the event shop. So Key right here has a couple of skills. One is red, so that's generally a barrage or an offensive skill. According to what we read here, every 20 seconds after the battle starts, 75% chance to fire a level 10 barrage. Basically, she's like a souped up battle mod. No, no, no. Her barrage simply works like that of Erebus or Terror. So it's not based on firing her normal shot, but rather it's a timer based barrage. I don't think I think we can get a preview of that. Someone would post that later in YouTube, hopefully. But for now, we're gonna stick with what we have here. As for her, forgot to read out her offensive skill. So the name of the red skill is Key Fleet Strategy. And as for her support buff, Stalwart Advance. While this ship is afloat, at max level, it increases the anti-air of your Sakura Empire main fleet ships by 15%. With a fleet this ship is in contains 3 or more Sakura Empire ships, increases the ship's firepower by 10% and increases your Vanguard's torpedo by 10%. Okay, this is a nice faction-based buff. I don't know how well it would combo with Nagato, but that's the first ship I'd like to combine her with. That's for sure. If I would make a full Sakura fleet, I'd use Ki plus Nagato. Maybe the third one would be Shinano or Amagi, depending on what I want to use them for. So far, if I have admittedly not been using my Sakura Empire ships as much as I should. So far, I've only been working on um, the I forgot the names, but I don't have enough high level Sakura Empire ships. That's for sure. The most I've got is Ryuho at level 100 CV, and although the first light cruiser I ever got to level 120 was Yubari Retrofit, because I really loved her skill, which gives XP boost to light cruisers and heavy cruisers alike. So to continue with our presentation for our progress report for the event, I'm gonna proceed with the ultra rare one, Shinano right here. We're still just level 20, as I've got my dorm full. So same with the others, we're gonna add it to our favorites, and we're gonna check out her level 10 skills. Shinano has Hope's Tempest. 3 seconds after the battle starts, she launches a Scion Recon flight. When this ship launches an airstrike, this launches an additional level 10 Shidenkai 2 Rusei or Scion airstrike. Scions do not attack, but they decrease the firepower, torpedo, and anti-air of one random enemy The priority is kind of like interference or, yeah, or disturbance strategy, I think, which prioritizes humanoid enemy units by 3% and the decrease and increases the damage they take by 3% until the battle ends. So this is basically uh, if Helena's debuff was combined with interference and then made permanent until the end of the battle. The cool thing about this, it can be stacked up to 3 times. So uh, up to 3 times. Now this is at level 10, so I'm not sure how well this would play out in PvE or PvP, but sounds cool. Next up is her Dreamwaker's bow. At level 10, every 15 seconds, she fires a level 10 special barrage. During the first and second battles the ship fights in during a sortie, increases the ship's aviation by 15%. When the fleets that this ship is not in starts its third, fourth, and fifth battle of a sortie, she launches a level 10 airstrike. The damage is based on the skill's level, 15 seconds after the battle starts. So she continues with a trend of having benefits to fleets that she is not a part of. Which is cool. Next skill, Protector of the New Moon. At level 10, while the ship is afloat, increases the firepower, evade, and anti-sub warfare of your destroyer units by 15%. If the fleet the ship is in contains 3 or more Sakura Empire ships, decreases the damage this ship takes from main gun and aircraft by 20%. That's nice. And increases the aviation and accuracy by 15% for all your Sakura Empire. Okay, so this is a carrier-centered buff. That not just a faction but a ship type. So this might work well with the Crane sisters if you're gonna use them with her. And more or less, it's gonna open up a lot of options for Sakura mains in the game. Okay, so now that we're done with Shinano, let's go with the purple rarities or the elites. So we're gonna go with this. And yeah, so far we've got a bunch of Chitoses and Chiyodas. And that's cool. Okay, where are the ships we're looking for? Elite and then CV. Let's start with Chitose and Chiyoda. Okay. Now Chitose is an elite light carrier. Gonna add her to our favorites, of course. And we're gonna check out her skills. Chiyoda's Domain. At level 10, every battle when this ship launches its first airstrike, it launches an additional level 10 seaplane airstrike. When it launches its second airstrike and onwards, 70% chance to launch an additional torpedo bomber airstrike. Damage is based on the skill's level. If there is a Sakura Empire light carrier in the same fleet as this ship, the airstrikes from this skill improve. Doesn't describe any statistics, but maybe it just gives it a boost, to say. So it's gonna be a situation where you combine her with another CVL, probably Chitose. And as for her other skill, forgot to check it out. It's basically air assault carrier. 25% percent chance to deal double damage with an airstrike. Okay, that's it for Chiyoda. Now we're gonna go with Chitose. Right here. Okay, so we're gonna check out her level 10 stats. So, strike team attack. At level 10, every battle when this ship launches its first airstrike, launches an additional 10 Level 10 Seaplane Airstrike, and when it launches its second airstrike onward, 70% chance to launch an additional torpedo bomber airstrike. The damage is based on the skill's level. And as it mentioned in the other in her sister's skill, there is a Sakura Empire light carrier in the same fleet as this ship, improves the airstrike from this skill. Okay, and then she has this air support skill. Kind of the same. Oh, basically, it just boosts. When the ship launches an airstrike, increases the aviation of all carriers in your fleet, excluding ship, by 15% for 8 seconds. Okay, that's at level 10. Now, next up is. Uh huh. I think we've got them all, but. Mhm. Who are we forgetting? Ah, yes, Miss Cow Lady. I forgot her name. Kashino and Kumano. Yeah. Now, AE, I don't know what that stands for, but she's a new ship class on her own. Mostly, she has the skill. Uh huh. So that we're talking here about Kashino. For the first 3 battles of a sortie this ship fights in, it decreases the main gun damage this ship takes by 10%. There are 2 or more Sakura Empire ships in the same fleet as this ship, increases this ship's speed by 10%, or by 10, sorry. Cargo fire precautions. While the ship has cargo equipped, it decreases the burn damage it takes by 15% and shortens the duration of the burn effects by 6 seconds. That's not bad. And she also has an all-out assault. No, as far as I know, she does. I've yet to use her, in all honesty. So we're gonna check out her barrage right here. Oh, it's fan out type 3 shots. Oh, 3 fanning shots, but her level 1 is just 2. Okay, limit break 1. And last but not the least, we got Kumano right here. We're gonna check out her skills as well. AP protection just decreases the AP damage by 20% at level 10. And Kumano's signature skill, or at least this is a skill unique to her, Veil of Night. At level 10, after this ship takes damage 3 times in battle, it decreases the damage taken by 8% until the end of battle. Okay. Basically, it's a self buff that triggers after getting hit 3 times. During the second, fourth, and sixth battles of a sortie the ship fights in, it heals the ship for 10%. Oh, and that's at level 10, so it's probably lower at lower levels. HP for 10% HP 60 seconds after the battle starts. If there are 2 or more Sakura Empire ships in the same fleet as this ship's, it improves the ship's all-out assault. Okay, that's cool. She's a heavy cruiser. And okay. Well, that's all. As far as I know, that's all the event ships that debuted with Dreamwaker's Butterfly event. I'm glad I didn't have to go full on whale with this. Although admittedly I was ready to do that, but we got Shinano just after, I think that was build 32. 32 builds out of the 57 I've been doing right now. And as we see here, we were able to get all of them, thankfully. Now, of course, there's another impending event immediately after this one. Not exactly complaining, but It does take its toll, I admit. And if it shows in my oil and my current gold count, it's obviously not really concerning. It's, by this point, I'm already used to it. But being used to it does not make you immune from getting tired. That's for sure. Granted, we do want to be able to properly keep up, because that's the tendency with this type of game. You'd want to keep up with the latest event, and you'd want to maximize every opportunity you can get without overexhausting yourself, because let's face it, that's the risk when you're having bad pools after bad pools. And then hopefully I don't suffer that fate. I don't jinx myself too badly. And as you can see here, it was really helpful when they had the other free gems, because Lord knows, even if I want to, I don't exactly have the resources to go full whale. Well, that's it for now. Thanks again for taking the time to watch. If you did watch until this point, I appreciate it. Feel free to comment. Feel free to react in whatever way you feel like. It's always a welcome thing in this channel, especially at this point in time where we're still trying our best to grow where we can. Well, with that in mind, I bid you all happy grinding, all the best in terms of RNG and all that jazz. And until next time, thanks again. This is Gembocobo, also known as Aevanhouve, signing out. Hope to see all you cultured comrades next time.